हेलो बच्चों, कैसे हो आप सब लोग। बहुत बढ़िया। तो देखो यहाँ पर एक क्वेश्चन है। इट वाज आस्क्ड इन नीट 2019. लेट्स रीड दैट क्वेश्चन. सिंपल क्वेश्चन है बट लाइक विल अंडरस्टैंड इट प्रॉपर्ली. When an object is shot from the bottom of long smooth inclined plane kept an angle of 60 degree with horizontal, it can travel a distance of x1 along the plane, but when the inclination is decreased to 30 degree and the same object is shot with same velocity, it can travel x2 distance. Then x1 as to x2 will be. So we need to find out the that distance covered by that object whenever like it is traveling over that plane which is placed at 60 degree, and same like plane another plane having inclination 30 degree. Okay, and we need to take the ratio of that distance. So let's to understand. First of all, let's suppose we having that two planes. Yes. Okay, so it has that angle of inclination 60 degree. Okay, with that horizontal. Now one ball is thrown along with that inclination only, likewise. Okay, with some velocity, let's say u. Now it covers that distance, let's say this much. And let's consider, okay, already given there, it's what the x1 distance. Okay, so that distance is what actually x1. Okay, now again, now the plane of inclination, it is what decreased to 30 degree. Now, like same will be there. It will be like this, okay, as it is decreased by 30 degree. So only 30 degree will just, yeah, and the angle is what 30 degree here, right? And the same ball is thrown with the same velocity, that is what u only. Now it covers the distance x2 here. So how much distance it travels? X2. Let's say x2. Okay, so we need to find out that ratio between x1 and x2. So here consider like x1 is along with that velocity itself, so no need to take any component of the velocity, but we need to take the component of g, as g is acting downward, right? Okay, so here the g will be downward. It will be like this. Okay, and we need to take the component in that direction. For example, like this, we need to take that component of the g. Okay, now which angle should be there? So if that is what 60. Okay, so it will be 60 again. So that will be your 60 here, right? So here you will get this 90 minus 60, right? So you can write it is what 90 minus theta. It's what 90 minus 60 or 90 minus theta, right? So we'll use the formula of 90 minus theta. Now, as this is what the cos 90 minus theta you will get, right? Now cos 90 minus theta is what sine theta. So simply you can write here sine theta. So that component will be g sine theta, g sine theta, and theta is what here? Okay, let me write the whole the thing. So it will be cos 90 minus theta, g cos 90 minus theta, and that is what your simple g sine theta, right? So you will have that component g sine theta in that direction. Okay, but it is in the opposite direction, as it is what the negative. Okay, it is opposite to the g. We need to take that as a negative here. So we'll find out the x1 here. So according to the Newton's third equation we can use. So what is that? It's a v square, okay, is equal to u square minus 2g, and h is what here? H is nothing but the x1. Okay, but the g in that direction, that should be the g sine theta, right? G sine theta, and h is what? X1. So you can take it on other side. We as it, what I can say, travels that distance, it will be stopped over there. So we can consider v as 0. So you'll get 0 square 0. You can take that 2g sine theta, and theta is what? Our 60 here, right? For the first case, x1 is equal to u square. So your x1 will be u square divided by 2g sine 60. Okay, see, similar way we can find out for that 30 degree inclination. So here also, okay, let me write directly now. That is what your g, and in that direction its component will be g sine theta, and theta is what? 30 degree. So it will be g sine 30. Okay, similar way here also we can apply that equation. So you'll get again here directly x2 will be, I'm not going to write the whole equation now. So you'll get directly x2 will be u square divided by 2g sine 30. And what we need to take here, we need to take a like ratio, right? So x1 to the x2. So it should be u square divided by 2g sine 60 divided by x2 is what? U square divided by 2g sine 30. Okay, let's just simplify it. Just we will rearrange it. Okay, so you will get x1 divided by x2. Here see, u square will get cancelled, 2g will get cancelled. What remain? 1 upon sine 60, and 1 upon sine 60 is nothing but root 3 by 2, right? Root 3 by 2 into that sine 30 will come, okay, in the numerator. So as it is in the inverse, you'll get the sine 30 by 1. Now sine 30 is what? 1 by 2 divided by 1. So likewise, if you can rearrange it again, you'll get the 1 by 2 into just that root 3 by 2 is what? Inverse. So just do a cross multiplication, you'll get the 2 by root 3. Here again 2 will get cancelled, right? So your answer will be 1 upon root 3. Okay. So your ratio will be x1 adds to x2. That will be 1 adds to root 3. Yeah, that is what your final answer. So I think B is what the correct option. Yes, I hope the question is clear. Bye bye.